Hello everybody and welcome back. It's been quite a bit of time. I think like almost 4 months since I've uploaded an actual vlog. I've had a few other videos here and there, but it's been a while since an actual full-length vlog. So I do apologize about that. But as you can see, I'm in a backyard. Those don't exist in Orlando. So that does mean I am back home here in Oklahoma. I was scheduled to be in Orlando till August of this year. It is now almost August of this year, probably is by the time that you're seeing this, but I decided to come home a little bit early. Not necessarily leaving on a bad note or anything, it was just more about opportunity. Didn't have a great opportunity to continue where I was down at Disney, and had a good opportunity here back home, so I decided it's time for me to come home. Spend some time back here in peaceful Oklahoma. As you can tell, it's quiet out here, outdoors. It's a different vibe here. It's nice, I missed it. I'm certainly gonna miss Florida a lot. I have missed it in the little bit that I've been home here, but I do think that this is where I need to be for right now at least. Not ever to say that I won't go back to Florida at some point. I could see that happening, but unless something good comes up, then I'll be here for a good while at least, back in Oklahoma. So, for what you're in for in this video, really this is gonna be kind of a mix of things. First thing you're gonna see is a little bit of me packing up down in my apartment in Florida and back on the road and heading back here to Oklahoma. That was quite the journey. But then from there, we're gonna go into unpacking here and more kind of like a room tour style thing. Show you what my room's like here. I redid a ton of stuff in my room, rearranged everything, cleaned a bunch of stuff, because you know it's been sitting for like, what, 10 months, 11 months now? So there was some good cleaning that was needed. And then from there, maybe just talk a little bit more about what I'm doing here in Oklahoma, what's gonna be happening in the future. But for now, on to back in Orlando and my last couple days there. So first step for packing, lightsabers. Definitely one of the hardest things to get back home here is these guys. We have a lot of them. I only bought one lightsaber while I was down here. I'm proud of myself. Got a nice little Yoda saber, just a little baby one. Picked up the TVA prune stick too, so not lightsaber, but lightsaber shaped. Most of these, the blade can come out of, so that should make it a little bit easier. This is the only one that the blade doesn't come out. So we'll probably bubble wrap each of the hilts, and then the blades we can just throw in the car and call it a day. I hope. We'll see. Side note, I just found these buried in the corner, and man, I forgot how good these turned out. I weathered these myself. These are, of course, the Galaxy's Edge boxes that the hilts came in. These ones are from Ahsoka's, I believe. But man, the detailing was so good on these. Very, very happy with how these turned out. I can't even remember when I did these. It had to have been 3, maybe 4 years ago, something like that. Okay, let's get these all nice and wrapped up so that way they have a safe trip home. And next up is going to be taking down all of these posters. I'm a big poster person. I just wait till you see my room at home. But even here, we had quite a few, so got to get these all down off of the divider in between the room here. This was a bit of a challenge. We lost a lot of posters along the way. You can see that Spider-Man one there we did, but I saved the one that matters, so oh well. Well, today is officially the day that I move out. Yesterday was my last night at work over at Gateway Station, but just finished getting everything packed up. Somehow I made it. There's good news and bad news here. The good news is everything's in there. We're packed pretty tight all the way around. But bad news is I gotta take half of it out once I get to All-Star, just because I do have a lot of stuff that can't really sit out in the heat because it'll either melt or catch on fire. So gonna have to unpack some stuff in a couple hours, but oh well, what can you do? Okay, after a long 20-hour drive, I finally made it back here to my home in Oklahoma. Rough drive, did it all in one day instead of stopping like we planned on, but we're here, made it back a little earlier than I expected, so love to see it. But now the goal is to clean up all of this. My room is quite a mess right now. Not necessarily messy, just cluttered. Everything's dusty, haven't been in here in forever. So basically, the plan is just to take all of this stuff down from everywhere, dust everything, clean everything, you know, fix all this crap on my desk, my closet, all this stuff over here as well. I got all of my luggage from Florida here. And then here in my 3D printing room is the rest of my stuff that came from Florida. So we got all this stuff over here too. Got to clean up all this, make space to get the 3D printers back out here, clean up this corner. This is gonna be a very long process, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, well, got the floor empty for the most part. All the shields are gone, chaired, everything's out. So now, vacuuming time. This is all the easy part, just cleaning, you know, the normal stuff. Once we get to that desk there and all that, it's gonna get not fun. I don't know where it's all going to go while I clean the shelves. That's the issue. There's just, like, I don't know what to do with it. Because I'm gonna have to dust not only the shelves and probably wipe them down with a wipe of some kind, also each of the individual props and pieces will probably need to be cleaned as well. So this could be fun. Also, if you see that, no you don't. You don't know what that is. Some of you might, but if you do know what it is, you don't see it. Okay, step one complete. Everything is down from the shelves. They've been all cleaned and dusted off, looking nice and shiny. And here comes the fun part. Trying to find a way to get all this back up there. And then plus all of this stuff that came with me from Florida. That's not the only box, got like 5 of those, but let's see what we can do. Okay, to nobody's surprise here, I had to start with my shelf for the Marvels. I did have it front and center on this shelf last time, but needed to add a few things, so it grew a little bit, and so it gets the big shelf now. But yeah, I think this turns out okay. It's a little cluttered, but hey, this whole wall is, of course, got the helmet signed by Brie Larson, the bangle signed by Iman Vellani, then just a bunch of other random stuff. Also, the Cosme rod. This is like one of my favorite things that I've ever made. It's absolutely massive, and I love it. So, one shelf down, a whole lot more to go. So let's keep going. Okay, couple more shelves down. It's going well, actually, better than I thought. So next one I did was this Thor and Loki shelf. This I like, turned out pretty good. Got, of course, Jane's Thor hammer here that's cracked. This actually does light up and make sound, or at least it did once upon a time. I built that using lightsaber parts. It hasn't worked in a while. Maybe one day I'll dig in and try to get it fixed, but probably not, to be honest. Sylvie's sword, the ether, the Tesseract, both of those open up and have infinity stones in them, by the way. Then just some other random stuff here, some daggers. Also, by the way, almost, not almost all, a good majority of this is 3D printed. Like, this is all stuff that I made. Cosme rod I made, the sword, the hammer, the ether, the Tesseract. These things I made, the Staff of One I made, the helmet. Almost all that stuff is 3D printed. Really, the only things that aren't are that dagger right there. That's a real metal dagger. And then those 2 bangles right there. The 2 on the outside are 3D printed, but those 2 in the middle are not. Next, I came down here and kind of did a hybrid. This is S.H.I.E.L.D., Runaways, Young Avengers, and then just Avengers. You know, just kind of, not really catch-all. There's kind of a theme. You got the TV shows and then Avengers. I do have Infinity Stones put in that, by the way, but just haven't got there yet. This Night pistol is actually signed by Ming-Na Wen, who played Agent May in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., also voiced Mulan. She's quite the cool person. She was great to talk to. And then last but not least, I did a WandaVision and Doctor Strange one. This one's a little bare, so there's lots of space here. So we'll get this sorted out eventually. But got Vision's ring there, Wanda's tiara, of course, and that's really about it. And that about wraps it up for the shelves. Kind of just threw some stuff together at the end here, but got Moon Knight, Ant-Man, and Winter Soldier up here, some X-Men here, and then I added Guardians down here as well, and then put up my Eternal stuff. This is Athena's little headpiece, and then whatever their band thing is that they call it, Dane's ring, and then my necklaces up here, 2 of Miss Marvel's, and then Shang-Chi. Then I think that this is from Eternals as well. I think it's Dane Whitman's, I think. No idea, but I think it turned out pretty good. I do have space up here for like prune sticks and swords and stuff, so we'll get those up there eventually. But on to the next thing. So now is where this is going to get interesting. We have the Disney area. It is a wreck right now. There's some Disney, there's some Star Wars, there's some books, there's some movies. All continues over here. This is mainly Marvel over here still. Oh, also, hung up the scepter and a prune stick over here on this side. So I don't really know what I'm going to do up there in that corner yet, but hey, extra space, so I'll take it. That's rare around here. So we got to get this Disney area sorted out over here, but then also lightsabers. What do we do with these? I've always been one that likes them stored with the blade because I think they look cooler, but they take so much space. So I think that we're just gonna have to store them like this somewhere. I don't really know where yet. This isn't even all of them. I think there's like 3, maybe 4 more that I have buried somewhere. So we'll find those. But I think next is all this Disney stuff. This is gonna not be fun. Okay, so it's been a little bit since I've recorded. I'll be honest, it's been several days, but it's been quite the experience here. Fireworks season and everything, selling the fireworks. If y'all know about that, you do. If you don't, you don't, whatever. Been busy for the last several days, but this wall is finally coming along. Look at this. So I got I guess we'll call it my drink area set up with the Galaxy's Edge Cokes, my Epic Universe Coke. This is actually one of the drinks from Burning Blade Tavern in Epic Universe. You can barely see there. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Got my pin board hung up as well. This still needs some work, some better organization, but it's definitely better than what I had before. And I completely redid this top area here. Got my Disney Cruise Line stuff here. My lovely plates from some different restaurants on the Disney cruise ships. We don't talk about that. Same here, some other stuff. Love it. Love how this whole area is turning out. Moved my Lionel trains down here as well. This one here is a special D23 one for Disney 100. This came out last D23 Expo. I love this train so much. And this one down here is the 50th anniversary Walt Disney World one. I actually found this at an antique store for like 20 bucks. Great, because these are like several $100 trains. So that was quite the find. And then what I'm most excited about is I got these lightsaber stands printed and now have all my lightsabers standing right here. I like it way better than what I had before with all of them up on the wall and everything. Just cleaner. I like it. And then I moved my Kyber crystals over here as well with Lola from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I don't even remember where I got that. I think somebody 3D printed it and like I traded for something at a con or something, but it's crazy. I love it. Still got to do some work down here. These books, movies, and stuff need organized, but we'll get there. I've also changed some things over here, just added a few things here and there. I think the Infinity Gauntlet's new. Put my 3D printed Hawkeye bow up there, and what else? Oh, over here, I added some Legos up on top of my headboard just because I needed a place to put them. So, yeah, just some minor changes, but we're almost done. Honestly, it's looking good. Got my setup starting to get back here with my MacBook. My vinyl's up on the wall, of course. Loving the way it's turning out. Okay, it is once again quite a ways in the future, but I finally went through and just reorganized these books and movies a little bit. Star Wars over here, then everything else over there pretty much. Still gotta deal with all this stuff down here. I just really don't have a better place to put it. Same with my Magic Band display. I love this little 3D printed display that I made, but I don't have anywhere to put it, so we'll find somewhere eventually. But this side's pretty much all put together now. That bottom shelf there was the last piece, so I think we're good. I think that's about it. Honestly, the only thing I haven't really done yet would be my desk, and that's gonna take quite a bit of time. So I don't think we're gonna worry about the desk in this video because it's not terrible, but you know, it could be better. We'll work on that eventually. I did also get all the printers back out, so that's great. I actually bought a new one. This one here is new. This is a Bamboo A1 with the AMS light. I love this thing so far. It's incredible. Like, it prints just as well as the P1P. Honestly, maybe better than the P1P in my opinion. I was worried about going back to Bedslinger like my Ender was. This thing sucks. It's a piece of crap, but it's great. And then this is my first color changing printer. I didn't think I'd care for it, but it's awesome. Also, side note, Hobby Lobby just started selling filament. That's what this black here is. My first time using it, and it is printing perfect. I mean, like, I'm blown away. $12.99 a roll. Just down the street from Hobby Lobby, and it prints as good as the, you know, $18 Overture filament that I buy on Amazon. So very happy with how that turned out. But with that, I do think that's going to be it for this video. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. I don't even know when this video is going to end up coming out. Right now, it is actually the start of September. So it's been a while from when I started this video back in late July, mid-July, I think. Early July. I don't know. It's been months. So I've been dragging it out longer than I should have, so I'm sorry about that, but I do have 2 more videos right now that I'm working on. One will hopefully be up soon. I'd like to get back to probably not weekly uploads, but a lot more common, and maybe some Marvel stuff coming down the way soon. So had to throw that in with Avengers Tower there behind me, but anyways, stick around. Hopefully I'll get something up here in the near future for you guys as well. And I do have some trips coming up that I'm planning, so we'll see if we get anything there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Have a great one. And just in case you need a sneak peek for the next video, it might have something to do with this. More on that later.